No,
for U.S.?
not
Is
at
it
all.
a
DAM is an
combination?
initial of people's names. DAM is date, assay, or mint.
Okay, but it's a combination of the three.
No, it means it's a coin that was made at a particular mint in a particular date with a particular assayer. So
And
it's not a variety.
Every coin has a dam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the reason we say dams instead of
Yeah.
dates is because Mexico has assayers, and a lot of instances there will be multiple assayers in a year.
So it's a combination.
So then you collect two from that year in order to have a complete collection.
And one other quick one, real quick, because like I said, we're gonna have to leave. I was just curious, Potosi, when you're back in these days, because I have a cob coin from Potosi. That's technically Mexican. It was part of Mexico. Or it's Colombia.
Your cob coin from Potosi is Bolivia.
Oh, Bolivia. And
Yeah, in colonial times they never made any cob coins in Potosi.
So that wouldn't be in
Two completely
in the
different
family
cities.
of Mexican coins.
Your
Yeah,
cob
sure.
wouldn't. No,
Okay.
that's a
Okay.
Bolivian coin.
Sorry
And
about
then of course, assayer is basically the individual in charge at the mint.
Yeah, because they had
That
it was
guarantees the
yeah,
silver
it was a
content.
hanging offense to produce a coin with
Like a mint manager.
that was lightweight.
Yeah.
So everybody had to produce the coin with an assayer in order to satisfy the legal requirement. That's why I was saying with SLPI, it's odd they let them get by producing a silver coin for 11 years with no assayers.
We're gonna have to split. Your program is great, and I'll catch the end of it on however.
Okay, so tell me when you're ready, Fernando. Okay, so what differentiates a good collection from a great collection? Almost all collectors don't have the capability to have a great collection. What holds them back? What holds you back from having a great collection is what's in your head, really. And I'm not saying knowledge. I'm not saying experience. It's a lot of people hold themselves back from ever achieving greatness in collecting because they don't want to get ripped off. They don't want to pay more for a coin than what it's worth. They don't want to be the guy who stretches a little bit further than everybody else to get that coin in the auction, and therefore, when he ends up selling his collection, he might lose money. Somebody who, in order to assemble a great Mexican collection, you've got to achieve a reputation among a pretty broad network as being the guy to go to get the most for your coin, if you're a dealer or a collector. It's all about reputation. And don't get me wrong, I'm not representing myself as somebody who will ever have a great collection. I'm extremely handicapped in that area. Because number one, I don't focus my resources onto one series. I'm collecting too much to ever be able to be that guy who pays more than coins are worth and then have all the dealers bring the rarities to him. And another thing is I just don't have it in my head to go out and be that, what I consider, reckless, financially reckless person who pays far more than what a coin is worth. So as a result, the best I can ever hope to get is a good collection. And it's because if I get rarities, it's because of luck. A great collector is somebody who goes out there and time again, he bids $1,000 for a coin that he might get in an auction, that he might get for $150, but he may end up spending $1,000 and it's only worth $150. But he does that because he wants to be the guy everybody comes to when they have a rare coin. And you can see with these quarter reals, with this quarter real series, in 20 years, there's 7 coins out of the 63 dams that I have never seen one example of. That means these coins haven't even hit a public auction. I can guarantee you that those 7 coins from those 7 dams have sold in the last 20 years, but they sell privately. Dealers who have them or collectors who have them and want to get rid of them know who to go to because they pay the most. And they don't care how much it's worth. You'll say, I got this coin, it's $3,000, and they won't get it. Because in order to build the reputation, to get that stuff coming to you, they say, well, paying more than a coin's worth is just the entrance fee to this club of, who can build the complete collection. And when we turn off the camera, I'll give you a few examples of great collectors. I don't want to talk about them in a public forum.
Let me know when.
Yeah, you know them. But they're people who have the balls to go out there and bid far more than they know the coin is worth, just because you got to push everybody else aside. You don't want to take a chance that it'll pass you by. And then you can say, yeah, I'm the guy who bought that for 3 times what it's worth. And you'll tell everybody. Because then when they have rare coins, they'll come to you and rip you off, quote unquote, rip you off too. But in the end, you'll be the only one with the extreme rarities. Because somebody who's a frugal person, somebody who's looking for a deal, somebody who negotiates, will never, ever get the rare coins. And except by accident. And the reason is that when you got a rare coin, you don't have to negotiate. You don't have to take market price, because there's always people out there who will pay more than what it's worth without negotiating. Another thing that helps you become a great collector is you got to stick with it. Part of the problem with, let's say, just collecting quarter reals is there's only 63 dams, and you'll probably collect over half of them in the first year without trying that hard. So you've got to stick to itness and focus to stay with it for multiple decades in order to stand a chance of getting those rarities. You can collect other things in the meantime just to occupy your mind, like wheat pennies that you're picking out of bags. But your big money goes into that collection, and you're focused in that area so you can also focus your financial resources and compete with the very rich people. Another thing, what plagues an awful lot of collectors in terms of their ability to become great collectors is introvertedness and a desire for secrecy and anonymity. And if you ever want to build a great collection, you've got to be, if not an extrovert, at least somebody who forces themselves to go out and meet fellow collectors and other dealers and try to be likable. Part of what will make people come to you and sell you rare coins is whether you're likable, whether you're approachable. Because I've heard plenty of collectors referred to by other collectors as assholes. And, people will bring them rare coins, but I guarantee they'll have offered them to a nice collector before they bring them to the asshole. And now I don't even know if you can put this up. But, so you need to build a strong dealer and collector network, because the strategy of building a great collection is casting a big net And that's building a network of collectors and dealers so that when the coins become available, you're the guy they bring them to. Are there any questions? Okay. Thank you very much.